capillarity, goes into the bean. What's that opening in the bean called? The hilus, or hilus, or hilum. The xylem and the phloem go through there, if you know about those, plant morphology. So this one shows a substantial amount of renal medulla, and although unlike the others, the separation between the pyramids can't be seen as well. The medulla is the collectivity of all the pyramids taken together. So there's renal medulla over here. Now, as blood pressure goes up, vessels reach their bursting strength. So all of the nephrons have masses of capillary called glomeruli. When they blow out, they can't be regenerated. So then the nephron will be reabsorbed. And as more nephrons are reabsorbed, kidney function goes down. Also, the volume, the renal medulla consists of collecting ducts and the parts of the nephron called the loops of Henle. As nephrons are reabsorbed, the volume of the pyramids becomes less. And just as in diseases of the cerebral cortex, such as dementia and alcoholic dystrophy, as the volume of the gyri decreases, the sulci get wider, because those are spaces between gyri. If the renal pyramids are reduced in volume, the sinus expands. So that's what happened here. You see, there's cortex but almost no medulla. So you see expanded renal sinus. And it gets filled up with lymph. So when the kidney is cut open, fluid flows out, and the description that goes with that is hydronephrosis, water in the kidney. It's actually lymph, of course. So this is a kidney in which there was renal hypofunction, with a lot of nephrons being reabsorbed. And high blood pressure can do that. Also, some therapeutic drugs can do it as well, and diabetes mellitus, they do it also. So this person would have had very little kidney function and may have been on dialysis, although I don't get information like that. This just came out of a cadaver. I took out the kidney and sliced it open and found this, hydronephrosis. So you should know what that's called and how it is produced by reabsorption of the cortex and especially the medullary pyramids. So as they are reabsorbed, the renal sinuses, which are just spaces, get bigger. Okay. So that's the story on these things. So between them, this one shows pyramids pretty nicely, and then a number of them show cortex, and then this one shows renal adipose, and then this one shows minor calyces, major calyces, the renal pelvis, and also the ureter. And then it also shows a renal cyst, and this one shows what you see in renal hypofunction, where a lot of the cortex and the medulla have been reabsorbed, and the sinuses, the renal sinus expands. So and of course there isn't a vacuum in there; it's filled with lymph. So the kidney's cut open, lymph flows out, and that's called hydronephrosis. Okay. So that's the story on these kidneys. Now, I may take a kidney out of the current cadaver and do a frontal section on it, in which case we'll see a bigger tonal difference between cortex and medulla, so that may help, because that's a brand new one that's been open. So you may be able to see things there.